So right before we get into the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Warner Brothers. They wanted me to talk about the launch of Injustice 2 Mobile as part of the Bring the Rain campaign. This campaign is a live streaming series in which myself and other streamers will be playing a ton of Injustice 2 Mobile. I also wanted to let you guys know and announce officially the main character that I'll be playing in my playthrough of Injustice 2 Mobile, that being none other than the man of willpower itself, the Green Lantern. I've been learning a lot about him, and I have been training with the character, which you will see on the channel, so stay tuned. Tons of Injustice 2 Mobile content is on its way. And there's also going to be some sweepstakes that you guys can enter to win some pretty awesome prizes, and if you want to learn more about that, head to the link in the description box below, or visit bringtherain.moreyellow.com. And most importantly, pre-register Injustice 2 Mobile now. The link for that will also be in the description, and if you pre-register before the release date of the game on May 11th, you will unlock Catwoman as a playable character. And with all that said, enjoy the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Caboose XB. I'll bring you another Injustice 2 video, and today what I got for you guys is a video talking about and breaking down everything you need to know in Injustice 2. This talks about the story mode in Injustice 2, talking about, of course, the gear system, and all sorts of the new modes that you're going to see in Injustice 2, including one that we have heard about but haven't really seen in detail, being the guilds. So we're going to get to all that in a second, and before we do, I just wanted to ask you guys, if you can leave a like rating on this video, it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. So if you can leave a like rating, that would be awesome. With that out of the way, let's jump into it. Let's talk about everything you need to know about Injustice 2. So first things first, the Injustice 2 story mode. As you all know, this takes place after the events of Injustice Gods Among Us, and right now we are taking place on the Earth in which we have the evil Superman. So we have the insurgency, the regime, and all the stuff that happened in Injustice Gods Among Us from that specific Earth. So we are picking up where we left off with that Earth from Injustice Gods Among Us. Superman's been imprisoned, the regime has been defeated by the insurgency, or so we think. In the midst of all this, Supergirl is also landing to Earth for the first time, as of course it was originally her mission when sent to Earth to protect Kal, her younger cousin at the time. Now, it looks like through whatever means necessary, the regime does rise back to power and break Superman out of prison, and then in the middle of all this, we also have the Society, which is run by Gorilla Grodd and a bunch of mercenaries like Deadshot, who is forcefully working for Gorilla Grodd, and then we have Cheetah, Bane, and many more people working for Gorilla Grodd as part of the Society, as these people want to be the people that run the world. They want to be the ultimate power above the regime, above the insurgency. Then, as the regime is fighting the insurgency once again, and then we have the Society in the mix, we also have what looks to be Brainiac arriving to Earth with the mission that he originally had to destroy all Kryptonians. It looks like from the way the story is panning out, he is the one that destroyed Krypton, and he heard rumors of Superman and Supergirl being on Earth, and now he is there to kill them and wipe out Earth. Alright, so next up, the thing that has been the focal point of the Injustice 2 marketing campaign, that of course being the gear system. This is the biggest new addition to Injustice 2, and probably one of the most ambitious things I've ever seen added to a fighting game. Basically what's going on with the gear system, as most of you probably already know, is every single game you play in Injustice 2, whether that be through the multiverse, through online, and I believe through some single player game modes that you can play, like the multiverse, you will be able to unlock gear for every single character in Injustice 2. There are 3 tiers of gear that you can get: common, rare, and epic or legendary. I don't know which one it's called. I hope it's called legendary because I think it's way better of a name than epic, but either way, that is the highest tier that you can get gear from. You can also get gear from mother boxes, in which you will earn through some in-game challenges, which we will get to later through the multiverse. But the main thing is, you can customize your character, you can change up their look and design, as well as adding stats to your character. Now, one cool thing added to Injustice 2 is called Transform Gear. So let's say you found a really cool piece of gear that you really like the look of. However, you have this other piece of gear that's just better in overall stats for your character. You can do something with Transform Gear where you can take the looks of that gear you really like and apply the abilities and the stats of that other gear to the gear that you like the look of. This is through using source crystals, which initially I thought that you can only buy through microtransactions. However, it has been confirmed that you can also earn source crystals. So if you use source crystals, you can do transform gear and turn a cosmetic piece that you really like the look of and apply stats from another piece of gear that has good stats so that you have that on that gear and you can wear that gear as you please. Next up, we have the Multiverse. This is a brand new game mode being introduced in Injustice 2, in which you will go into it, see multiple Earths that have specific objectives and timestamps on them. Go to a specific Earth, go through some of the ladders that they have available that increase in difficulty as you continue through them, and if you do so successfully, you will get some rewards. Some of the rewards range from coins to mother boxes and all sorts of stuff that you can get, which we might not know about just yet. The Multiverse seems like it's a really cool game mode that adds a lot of replayability, because one of the catches with the Multiverse is at a certain point in time, whether that be after 24 hours or maybe even after 2 hours, a different world will be added into the Multiverse with all new objectives to complete and all new ladders to go through. So it's ever changing pretty much every single day, and I think that's really cool. Adds a ton of replayability to Injustice 2. Next up is a game mode in which we thought we had an idea about, but got a bit more of information about in this video, and that is guilds. Now, we all kind of assumed that guilds were basically factions in Mortal Kombat X. However, what's different between guilds and factions is, rather than just tying yourself to a specific character or a specific clan in the Injustice lore, you will build your own clan. You will build your own guild that you can invite friends to and start up on your own. Or if you want, you can just join another guild, of course, that maybe somebody else created, like a friend of yours. Or if you go online, you can look through and request to join other guilds as well. Throughout the week, there's going to be some challenges to complete, and if your guild completes them correctly, you will unlock rewards for everyone. So that is really awesome, and you can definitely bet we are going to create a guild for this channel, and I will try to get as many people in that guild as possible. Now, last up on everything you need to know about Injustice 2 is Injustice 2 Mobile. Now, as mentioned, Injustice 2 Mobile launches on May 11th, and it will have a ton of game modes to choose from and play through. It's actually going to have the story mode that is the same as the console version that you can play through. It's going to have the cutscenes and all sorts of stuff like that. Now, I don't know necessarily if the story mode is going to be available on May 11th when the mobile game launches. However, it's probably going to be added in on May 16th when the console game comes out. So look out for that. They also have a campaign mode in which you will face off against opponents that get increasingly more difficult. They have a training mode in which you can get XP capsules that are tied to specific characters that are in that XP class. And there's a bunch of characters to unlock and get gear for as well, and upgrade and do all sorts of customization with. There's also going to be some challenges in the mobile app that will earn you gear in the console version. And it's also since been confirmed that if you link the mobile app to the console version of Injustice 2, you will unlock the Grid Premier skin for Cyborg, and who knows, there may be more Premier skins to unlock through the mobile app tied to the console version. And that brings us to the end of the video on everything you need to know about Injustice 2, talking about the gear system, the story mode, the new multiverse mode, the new guilds, and of course, the Injustice 2 mobile that you can link to the console version to unlock tons of exclusive stuff. And that's it. So let me know what you guys think. What are you most excited for in Injustice 2? It is 1 week away. I am so freaking excited, and I hope you guys are too. Once again, I'm Caboose XBL, and if you can leave a like rating on this video, it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.